Alright guys, today we got another CRX video. I need to get all the wiring out of the bay, some other miscellaneous stuff, tape some stuff off, take the entire front end off, headlights, bumper, pretty much everything I can. Start scuffing this bay up. I got these Scotch Brite heavy duty scoring pads to scuff the bay up. And then with the engine bay, I'm gonna go with truck bed liner, just because when I go to put the H2B in, I'm gonna be banging it around trying to get everything to fit. So I figure this way it's a little more durable. And I kind of want a simple car this time around. I don't want a flashy engine bay or any of that crazy shit. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull what wires I can back through. Some of these, most of these are pretty much just gonna go down like so, and if they get a little paint on them, it's fine. They're just black wires anyways. So let me start getting some of this stuff out of the way and start pulling this front end off, and then I'll get back at you as soon as I start the process of basically scuffing the bay up. Be right back. Guys, ran out of bed liner. Got a decent amount done, I guess. Not as much done as I thought a can was gonna get me. The bed liner I used to use used to get me a lot further. This stuff doesn't really cover as easy, I guess you could say. But overall, it's a lot better than the Rust-Oleum. The Rust-Oleum bed liner is nice. It's good, sprays, it covers nice. But the problem with that stuff is that it kind of gives like a sandpaper type texture, and that sandpaper texture, when it gets dirty or something like that, and you go to, you know, wash it or rub the dirt off or whatever, it smooths that little spot out or whatever where the dirt was. It's weird. It's kind of going from like regular, you know, brand new sandpaper to dull used sandpaper. And the Krylon bed liner I've never used before. Matter of fact, I've never even seen it before. But the Krylon bed liner kind of has like a satin sheen to it. It feels smooth, but it's kind of like porous, you know. It's kind of weird to explain, but it's a lot better in my opinion. So on my way to Lowe's now. I'm gonna get two more cans. I went through one, so I figure three. What is this guy doing? What you doing, guy? Get out of here. Figure 3 cans should do the whole bay. So I'll turn this back on when we get to Lowe's, and we'll see. Hopefully they have 2 more cans. I don't remember how many they had when I was there before, but I remember it wasn't much. So I'll be right back when we get to Lowe's. Peace. Hey. Let's see how many they got. I only need 2, so should be alright. Oh, we're full, brother. Truck bed coating, $7.98. Krylon. Got what we need. Let's go on home. Alright, so this is what we got so far. Made it home. As you can see, it's kind of got a shine to it a little bit. It's kind of porous a little bit, but it doesn't cover all that great. So I'll show you. Hold on. As you can see, purple, right? See, this shit kind of demands you put it on hefty before it'll cover up. I still got some spots under there I gotta do, but basically, it's what the bay is gonna look like. I gotta get all the, make sure I get everything. Fucking fire pit smoking. It stinks out here. So let me get the spray in this bay up real quick, and then I'll show you guys the finished product after I'm finished. Shouldn't take too long. It dries quick too, so anybody interested, truck bed coating by Krylon. It's probably the best stuff I've used truck bed liner wise. So let me get this painted up and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got it all sprayed up. It's drying up now. What I noticed about this stuff is you gotta let it fully dry before you assume that you got everything painted and everything's coated, because it may look like everything's coated, and then when it dries it's like kind of transparent a little bit. So you gotta kind of stand back, let it dry, look over it again, spray spots that you missed, and you gotta do that quite a few times. Like you kind of see in this back corner right here where it's like kind of transparent a little bit. So I'll throw a little spray there and in here, but that's what it looks like, man. It should be durable as hell too, so when I'm throwing the H2B out of the Teggy in here, it shouldn't mess the bay up too bad, because like I said, when I put the H2B, well, when I put the new motor into the Integra, I actually chipped up the bay a good amount and was kind of upset about it because I just freshly painted it and it looked so freaking mint. But you know, shit happens. So I'm gonna let this dry a bit, make sure I get every spot, and then I'm gonna put the front end back on, see, just to get an idea of what it's gonna pretty much look like with everything on. Make sure I got, you know, all the outer edges to the point where you're not gonna see right there, you can kind of see some purple, but that ain't gonna matter because the bumper support's going back on anyways. So let me let this dry a little bit out in the sun. We'll go inside, breathe into air purifier, because I feel like we got super high from this paint. So give me some water or something like that. But anyway, I'll come back out as soon as it's let it dry a little bit, and we'll check it out when it's completely dry. Alright guys, got the whole front end put back together. My phone's like 4% ready to die. My next video, I'm going to be doing the headlight wire tuck, fuse box relocate, and all that. So stay tuned for that. Notice that there's a gap in between the headlight here and not here, so I'm thinking that this, I can see a slight bend in it, so I might have to push that out a little bit just to get the headlight to line the back up a little bit. But here it is, guys. It turned out really nice. It looks good. It should do just fine for when I drop all this badness into it. All the suspension, the wheels, and everything from this is going to go into the CRX. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to be doing that within the next week or so. Just got to find a nice day, a nice solid day where it's not too hot, not too cold. The engine hoist is in front of the van, so gonna have to get everything moved out of the way and everything. Also, to put the H2B into the CRX, I'm not 100% sure if I need the alternator relocate that puts it down lower or not. So if there's anybody that watches my videos that might know the answer to that question, shoot me a comment in below. Let me know if I need to relocate that alternator to the bottom or not. If not, awesome. If I do, let me know. I also got to get the Willwood booster delete and the Willwood master out and put it in. And I saved a little bit of spray because I didn't take that out when I sprayed it, so I just have to touch it up in that spot. But here it is. I'm gonna cut this video off now before my phone dies on you. I'm gonna edit it up and it should be out tonight. So like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.